Conscious parenting teaches parents how to connect with their child before they correct. This method focuses on the parent versus the child, but it all starts with breaking the patterns of dysfunction. So here to share more is Aimee with Awaken with Aimee. Aimee, welcome back to Show Me St. Louis.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're so thrilled to have you here. And this is something that maybe a lot of people have heard of, but they're not quite sure. So who's picking up the phone and calling you when they're looking, okay, I've had it, like I need help?
Any parent who is struggling with any form of connection or wanting to know how do I get my child to go to sleep? How do I get my child to go to school? How do I get my child to go to do their homework? My child isn't motivated. My child doesn't want to do any chores around the house. My child doesn't have any friends. I don't know how to talk to my child. My child comes home from school, throws down their backpack and goes in their bedroom for hours and puts their hoodie up and doesn't talk to me.
Yeah.
If any parent is struggling with any of those things that need support in that area, this is where you can find me for support.
And when they do come to you, what's interesting about your work is it's coaching them, but it really does not just rely on the child's behavior. A lot of it is looking inside. So you want to talk about the parent's role in this healing as well?
Yes. So the child's behavior is a messenger for what's going on inside of them. And then if the parent is struggling with the connection, how do I get my child to do this? Then the parent is floundering. So we put the spotlight on the parent. What is coming up from your childhood that is causing you pain? Were boundaries talked about in your childhood? Do you not know how to put down a boundary? A boundary is an expression of self-love. When we can put down a boundary, that says I have self-respect.
Yeah.
Right? And if we don't have any boundaries, then we are just loose, or we say willy-nilly. And boundaries for children send the message that you are safe. When we have boundaries in our formative years, from birth to age 8, being formative, that sends the message to us that we are safe. The world is a safe place. My parents are safe. They are a safe person to go to. If we don't have boundaries in that time frame, we grow up to become the cynic.
Yeah.
The world is unsafe. I can't trust anyone. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Everything's unsafe.
Yeah. And that kind of then bleeds over, to your point, into your parenting. So it really starts with you in a weird way, looking at your own background. Now we only have about 40 seconds here, but I want to make sure we talk a little bit quickly here. Triggers. That's another thing that you might bring up with a parent.
Yes. Triggers. What is happening inside of me? What is the trigger? It is a myth that our children trigger us.
Okay.
The children are just being innocent children.
Yeah.
It's the behavior that ignites and opens up that wound that's inside of us from our own parenting, from our own childhood. What happened to us in our formative years? That wound is being exposed.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating, but it makes sense, right? It makes so much sense when you say it. So Awaken with Aimee, we're gonna have all that information right there on your screen. You can work with Aimee and really find healing not only in your own family, but in yourself as well. She does virtual visits. Again, you can also learn more at kck.com/showme. Aimee, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Mary.